to believe such a thing could be true, and I hope such a thing never happens to you. But it happened, they say, to poor Maisie McGrew, and it happened like this. She was sitting one day at her desk in her school, in her usual way, when she felt a small twitch on the top of her head. So Maisie looked up, and she almost dropped dead. Something peculiar was going on there. A daisy was sprouting right out of her hair. Miss Feature, the teacher, came rushing up quick. Such nonsense! Which one of you boys set that thing on her hair? You know a daisy could never grow there. Then all the kids started shouting like crazy. Daisy has Daisy has Daisy has Daisy! Should you be quiet? Good grief and alas! I've taught in this room 20 years, maybe more, but I've never seen anything like this before. You'll just have to report it. You'll just have to come to the principal's office to show Mr. Grum. Now the principal, good Mr. Gregory Grum, was a very wise man, just as smart as they come. He knew more than anyone else in this nation. He should have an answer to this thing on Maisie. Take her back to the class. You lock her up tight in that room down the hall. I've got a few numbers that I've got to call. Get Maisie's pants when they enter the line. I need them here quickly while there is still time. From the back of the room came a voice, sometimes loud and sometimes slick, of a wheeler and dealer who knew every trick. I'm now the agent. You've heard of me, I'm sure. I'm representing what's her name and the other now on tour. But Daisy, you so special. Please let me shake your hand. Your talent is a wonderful, unique in all the land. Daisy had made it spread out and bright lights which all the kids in the day and the parents at night. Daisy had Maisie, you got quite a knack. Just stick with me, kid, and sign this contract. You'll follow me to sign too. Wicka, wicka, wicka. Her mother said, Maisie, don't be a fool. And the principal begged her not to leave the school. But Maisie didn't stop to blink. She signed her name in big, quick ink. Daisy had fingers gripping the nation. It had quickly become a worldwide sensation. Fame had knocked on Maisie's door. Now she had it all and more. Piles of money stacked in tens. But what was money without friends? A dream had led her far astray, but that was the price she had to pay. Maisie McGrew ran all night, all day, nowhere to go. Nowhere to stay. Because she was sure that everyone must have written her off in total disgust. Over and over again in her head, these are the words that poor Maisie said. I can never go home. Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. Nobody loved her. Poor Maisie McGrew. It's hard to believe such a thing could be true. And maybe that's why then, the daisy above, when Maisie below begins speaking of love. Well, you know about daisies. When love is in doubt, the job of a daisy is try and find out. They love me. They love me not. They love me. They love me not. They love me. Well, that's how it happened. The thing went away, and Maisie McGrew is quite happy today, back at her studies and doing just great in all of her subjects in room number 8. And concerning the daisy, you know that it never grew out of the top of her head again ever.